I would take like 16 injections on my head because of the alopecia, and then take a break for like 2 hours, and then I'd go and do session. I'd
Wow.
still go and play badminton. Like, even though I went, I still felt very much like an outsider. Like, I was still called, oh, the Dubai girl has come, the Dubai girl has come. I love helping girls a lot, especially them. I have some pictures on my Instagram where
Mm-hmm.
I've done few sessions with them, and they are so welcoming. They love learning,
Mm-hmm.
and this is my purpose. This is what I want to do.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Average and Average podcast. I'm CK, and today we are joined by one of India's rising badminton star, Tanisha Crasto. She's an Olympian, World Tour title winner, and someone with a really unique journey through international badminton. Tanisha has already achieved a huge amount in her career so far, reaching the world's top 20 and winning multiple World Tour events, representing India at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and also being part of India's historic gold medal winning team at the 2024 Asian Team Championships. Today we'll be talking about her badminton journey, representing different countries, competing at the highest level, life on tour, and much more. So Tanisha, welcome to the podcast. Really excited
Thank you.
for our discussions. How are you doing today?
I'm super, super awesome. And I'm super excited to get on this podcast. I think I've been wanting to get on this ever since, but I'm really happy.
No. I mean, again, I think it was a conversation that we had
Yeah.
at the All England earlier this year that we go
Mhm.
like, come on, why can't I be on? Come on, bring me on. So it's like, let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. And it's just finding a time
Yeah.
slot for everybody to be in, because you're on tour competing so much and you're currently on a little
Absolutely.
break after what,
Yeah.
4-5 weeks of back-to-back tournaments?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks to be precise, but I think this is my first vacation in the whole year.
Wow.
So you could say probably after 5 months is what I'd put it.
Mm-hmm. And then when you say vacation, you're actually going just to see family. So you're just seeing family at the moment, no?
Yeah, but I think this is my favorite vacation because throughout the year I'm always away from them, and
Mhm.
this is the only time probably where I have some time with me, and all I want to do is just like see my parents, see my dog, come home, meet my brother. My cousins are here too, and the love and pampering that I get when I'm home, it's like next level. So I really
It,
enjoy home.
I mean, I cannot blame you there. Good food, good company, and good dog. What else?
Yep.
What else is there?
No, and I'm always busy doing something or the other at home. Like I'll probably go out for a nice late night drive with my brother, like to the desert, or a nice cafe, or just go play some fun badminton with my dad, or go shopping with my mom. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
wow.
fun. I enjoy this place.
Yeah. And then so just a little bit of context as well, because you grew up in Dubai. And so currently you're actually in Dubai visiting family, visiting parents, brothers as well. And so how different is it that you've grown up in a different place and you trained in Dubai growing up there? How is it differ to where you're training based now? Because you're now based in India and training
Yeah.
in India. How different is it?
It's actually very, very different. One of the reasons I wanted to move to India for training was, one, because I wanted to play for India.
Mhm.
Two, the training was absolutely different. Back then, there were barely any academies. There were barely, like, the training would mainly be on court because Dubai being Dubai, which is very hot, you have no scope of doing like physical outdoor activities like running, and everything was very like difficult.
Mhm.
So, and there was no badminton competition at all here. Like, very little, but you could say here and all of the GCC countries had among the the same kind of competition, which was okay. I was one in UAE. I was one in the whole GCC,
So you
and
were
I was like,
dominating.
yeah, I was down. And back then I used to play singles.
Okay.
So yeah, it was easy. It wasn't very, very difficult. And India being India with such different kinds of players, each one has a very different approach towards badminton. And I think my dad was the one who told me, like, if you can win in India, you're capable of winning a medal outside back then. Like, they
That's
had
a really
all
good
the top players.
analogy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good analogy.
So I needed to do a lot of fitness training. Like you won't believe, till the time I was in Dubai, I hadn't even started doing gym. I didn't
Wow.
know the concept of having gym.
Mm.
All I knew was just badminton training, running on the treadmill. That's all I knew.
Mm.
So I think that aspect India is very different. They focus a lot on your physical activities like your endurance training, your gym training, and lately there's been a lot of sports science to all of this, and of course badminton on-court training. So yeah,
Mm.
that
Yeah.
shift was what made me think.
How many years ago was it since then, since you've moved full time back in India to train?
I think 7 years back.
Wow. Okay. And then so that decision, because obviously you grew up in
Hmm.
Dubai, mom and dad here, having to leave all that and when you're what 16, 17, making that
Yeah,
decision to move away. How challenging was that?
it was very, very challenging. um when I went back also, I was completely alone. I was just put in the academy and my dad came back because he had both my parents were working. My mom was not really happy with this decision that, why do we want to leave our daughter all alone there? And it's a place which is very unknown. They've never been to Hyderabad. They've never even seen it. And it's just like, leaving my daughter by risk in a place. So my mom wasn't really happy about it, but my dad was like, if she really has to become something, she has to go there. She has to get through all the obstacles and, then come up.
Hmm.
And I clearly remember I left on my birthday night. My mom was super pissed that you didn't even let her complete her birthday and you're just taking her. But it was very difficult initially. Yeah, it was very difficult initially. But my whole goal was only to just play badminton. Like even though I went, I still felt very much like an outsider. Like I was still called, oh, the Dubai girl has come. The Dubai girl has come. I still felt very much like an outsider. But I think over time, um, after a lot of training and traveling with the whole group, I think things got better. But somewhere, sometimes I still feel like that.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, from where I'm standing, so I also left home. Like I grew up
Yeah.
in Malaysia, and now I live in the UK. I think nowadays I often get asked like, do you have this identity crisis? Because obviously I've lived in the UK more than half my life now, actually. So more than
Yeah.
the time I've spent growing up in Malaysia. Do you have this identity crisis where like like is home Malaysia, is home UK? From my perspective, home is both. Like they're both homes.
Same.
Yeah, and so in that way, I can relate to that because they're both homes from my perspective. Roots
Yeah.
are Malaysian roots,
Yep.
clearly. I mean, you cannot change that. We grew up that way. We grew up
Yep.
there, and then but
Yep.
we live here now, and then so the culture that you are wherever you're based in and you grew up in, it becomes part of you, part of me. Like for my
Yeah.
journey, like in the UK, like yeah,
Hmm.
we live in the UK and for almost 20 years now. And so we have the culture. And so home is both places. Like this is where I live
Yeah.
now, but that's where I grew up from. And
Yep.
for me, it was quite clear that, I don't struggle to identify, who I am. It's like
Yeah.
home. They're both home. They're both
Yep.
clearly home. And sometimes we just have to explain that to people. And I enjoy explaining that side because
Me too.
yeah.
I'm proud of from where I am. I love Dubai. Like it's almost my entire childhood. It is Dubai. So I love Dubai, and I have to be very careful during interviews because I have a habit of saying, "Okay, I'm from Dubai," and then they'll be like, "Oh, then how are you playing for India?" And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I get this asked a lot.
Yeah. So yeah. So I think from that sense, perhaps again, I can relate to that one. And then speaking about Dubai, our co-host Victor, who unfortunately cannot join us today, he also lives in Dubai, and I think
Yeah.
has been for the last few years. Have you bumped into each other on a badminton court before? Ever?
Um, Not really. I think where he trains is very far. It's more of the outskirts of Dubai.
Hmm.
And where I train is very much in the city, which is just connected to my school. So it's like poles
Perfect.
apart. But yeah,
Yeah.
I did meet him at one Yonex event, which was I think in 2022. Where, yeah, we just, and I still have a picture of both of us at that event.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah. So obviously today he couldn't join us, last minute emergency. But then, yeah, I'm sure there's opportunities where you can meet up because actually, when we first trying to fix the time for this, like it was like, oh, if you're both in Dubai at the same time, imagine just sitting in a cafe and just us recording.
Yeah, I really thought about it. And I think that's what even I told you, if we both in Dubai, why not just like get into a studio or something and just, do it together? That would have been so fun.
Yeah, yeah, no, and then, but obviously from our side, the trying to record at tournaments is really difficult because obviously you guys are competing, like
Yeah,
there's always you're locked in, and also
yeah,
we appreciate that the distraction may take you away
yeah.
from preparations,
Mm-hmm.
and so like yeah, even when we're on tour, when we do get there, we don't often try and say, hey, come on, like let's do a recording.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's really cool. Like in some way, where because you left home 17, 18, so exactly the same age as I did, and then making that decision, I think in some way I could relate a little bit. Where okay, right, this is it. Going to a place where I mean, when I first came to UK, I've never been to the UK at that point in time, and then there was the furthest single direct flight that I've taken, and like, and then since then, the rest is history. So it is pretty cool. And so
Yeah.
but then now you've been training for last 7 years in
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Is it
Yeah.
fully last 7 years in Hyderabad?
Yeah. I don't think I've trained anywhere else. Only we've when we came back to Dubai for a couple of days before
Hmm.
going to like Finland for the tournament, then we trained here for just a few days. But the main thing is Hyderabad.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then so you said that you was a singles player, but then obviously now you're a specialist in doubles and mixed.
Yeah.
And then so previously, up until the 2024 Olympics, 2024 Paris Olympics, you played in the women's doubles. You
Yeah.
qualified with Ashwini Ponnappa, who's a veteran in women's
Yeah.
doubles, of having played, I guess, two previous, maybe three previous Olympics already as well.
Two Olympics. This was her
Hmm.
third with me.
Wow. And then so can you take me through that journey where you got paired up with Ashwini, and then how did it all the way, like you guys were top 13, ranked 13 in the world, like, so that's a very, very high rank, high ranking. And
That-
then yeah, that's so well done from that perspective. And then yeah, so what was that process? Because Ashwini was not part of the national team at that point, was she? Or
No, I think she was playing with Siki Reddy,
Mhm.
and I was also playing with another girl called Shruti Mishra. And like a lot of coaches did tell her a couple of months before she could ask me, like, oh, she's a good player. You could try playing with her and everything. But she wanted her own space. She wanted it to be from her, like it should come from her that she wanted
Mhm.
to play. So this is everything, all that I heard only. I never confronted her anything
Mm.
about this. And I was also playing my event with my partner. But I think around Jan is when I just received a random text from her. Just that she was like, "Hey, do you just want to grab a coffee? And we could just talk." And I'm always down for food and some good coffee. I was like, "Okay, let's just go." But there was a lot of speculations that yeah, they might play together.
Mhm.
And then we went out for some good food, and I think that's when she said that I think it would be a good decision to try this partnership and see if we could make it to the Olympics. But I just want to have fun while playing badminton, and I was just like, I'm down for it. I'm okay. I would
Ah,
love to play with you because Ashwini Ponnappa was someone I really really admired, and I could like only dream of something like this. And she's such an experienced player, and trust me, she is so sweet. She's so sweet. I can't even tell you. So yeah,
yeah.
we just like randomly decided that okay, we'll just play. And our first tournament was the Indonesia 500, I think.
Mhm.
And I think we played the
Masters.
quarter. Yeah, we played the quarter, and it was really good. And
Wow.
I think that was the start to like something great. Yeah, it
No,
was really
I,
good.
And because I think Ashwini, so this is just being a badminton fan, having not really done a lot of research about Ashwini. I think she played with Jwala Gutta,
Mhm.
and then I think that's when Indian women's doubles had, like a consistent appearance at the latter
Yeah.
stages. I believe back then it was called the Super Series, and then so they
Hmm.
were always featured quite deep into tournaments. And I think that's when me, as a younger badminton fan, noticed, okay, who was Ashwini, who was Jwala, and then
Hmm.
obviously when the partnership with you happened, obviously you then had to make your way up the world tour
Yeah.
and then consistently stay there. In terms of the structure, was it always, because you were not part of the national team back then, was it always like, okay, coaches saying this and then that's the decision made, or because you're quite a senior junior partnership, it was kind of more senior mentoring junior, and then you're just happily going along from that process?
Um, I I would say there was a little help from the coaches. It was more like an advice,
Hmm.
but I feel like at the end of the day, it was like a mutual decision from both of us to like just
Mm,
give this partnership a try for
mm,
the Olympics.
mm.
So the Olympics was like the bigger picture. We just wanted to like, play some good badminton, have fun, and we would see what would happen. And back then, actually, my main event was mixed doubles. I was world number 16 with Ishan Bhatnagar at that time.
Mm.
So it was very unfortunate what happened that just before the Olympic qualification could start, like you have the nationals of India, and he had a complete ACL in that tournament.
Yeah, that's a 6 months minimum out.
Yeah. So I started playing mixed with his partner Pratik, and I started playing doubles at the same. So it was like a fresh start for me altogether. But like towards the end of the year, we realized that we were in the race,
Mm.
and that's when I was just like, I'll take a back seat from the mixed doubles for now, because if I have a chance to make it to the Olympics, why not? I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
go all in.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah.
is you're like, what's it called? Like, you're so casual about it that is so impressive. It's like, oh yeah, if I have the chance to make it to the Olympics, well, not everybody has a chance to make it to the Olympics. so yeah, I mean, qualifying. I
Yeah.
mean, in badminton, qualifying is incredibly difficult, and so in doubles, there's only 16 pairs globally, like 16
Yeah.
pairs, 32 players max, right? And so
Yeah.
to be top 16 pairs to
Yeah.
qualify, it is no mean feat. But then you make it sound casual. It's like, yeah, if I could qualify, which you did.
Trust
Well
me,
done.
I didn't even think about it. We weren't even the favorables. Obviously, they had guys like Teresa who were, I
Mm,
think, in the top 10, if I'm not wrong. And trust me, they were doing so good. I'm super happy about their journey. And I think out of nowhere, we weren't thinking of the Olympics, to be honest. We were just thinking, oh, it's a new tournament. We just have to like, give it our best. Let's see if we win. And that's exactly what we did throughout the year. I'm telling you, that is the most fun badminton I must have ever had was that Olympic qualification year. I enjoyed every match throughout that year, didn't think about the Olympics, was just having fun playing badminton. And that, I think that's what just led me to
wow.
Olympics.
So I also love this perspective that you have, where like, you've got nothing to lose. Full
Yeah.
send it, see what happens. Whereas to a lot of players, I think the qualification added so much stress to their
Yeah.
usual routine, and then it kind of had the opposite effect, because there was so much at stake at that point in time for
Yeah.
a lot of the other athletes. Did you have any? So, for example, if we use Victor's example, very widely known example, so a few months before qualification finished or before the Olympics started, his back issue flared up and stuff
Hmm.
like that. Did you have any kind of hiccups, ups and downs ever, or
Yeah.
just
I did actually. It was there was this challenge that happened in France, and
Nantes?
I think it was around the second half of the year, just
Mm-hmm.
starting the second half of the year, and I was playing two events, mixed and doubles, and because it's a challenge, I was playing 4 matches a day. And
Yes.
as I was qualifying each round, it had gotten super exhausting. And from like, the quarters, I started feeling some pain in my stomach, like the lower abdomen, like towards the side.
Mm.
And I was just like, oh, it must just be like maybe some indigestion, some kind of maybe a pull or something. But as and when I kept playing, it got really, really bad. Uh, to a point where I couldn't sleep one night before the finals, and I was in a lot of pain. I had taken the maximum dosages of painkillers that I could take, and I was like in a lot of pain. I called home. I was just like, I don't think I can. And I was in two finals for both mixed and doubles. So I'm
It's
just
tough
like,
being good.
and,
It's tough being good.
even if it was one, I could think, but I was in two finals. So I remember calling my dad. I'm just like, I don't think I can play because I can't even walk. I can't turn. I don't know how am I going to play. He's like, you know what? Don't think of not playing now. Just sleep it off. We'll see in the morning. Don't think of not playing right now. So I went super early, mixed being the first matches. I went super early. I met the tournament doctor that was there. You'll not believe, like, up and from here till like my groin, she taped my whole stomach, like my
Wow.
whole abdomen with like this white, really hard. It was like a duct tape. It was that hard, but it was a
Yep,
white
it's
tape.
yep. Yeah, I think I know which tape you're talking about.
Yeah, but
It's
it
the
was this
metallic
thick.
one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was very difficult. So she wrapped my whole stomach till my groin, and I had taken n number of painkillers, and I stepped on court. My first match was the women's doubles match, and we won. We won.
Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, like till there, I didn't feel pain till the end of women's doubles, and then the mixed was like, even though we lost 3 games, by the end of mixed, I was like, I can't even walk. I couldn't pick up anything. Later, when I went back to India and I got a scan, it was a 5 centimeter tear in my abdomen.
wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
So adrenaline and painkillers carried you through ladies doubles,
And the
and
white
then
tape.
yeah. Wow. Oh my God. 5 centimeters. Jesus Christ. That's a
Yeah.
huge. That's a big
Yeah.
tear. So how long were you out for after?
I was out for 2 months.
Oh wow. I mean, 2 months
During
is
the
also
Olympic
quick.
qualification
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
2 months
didn't
is
play the
also quick.
Japan Open. I didn't play the Korea. And I started again from the Australia Super 500.
Well, which is what is happening this weekend,
Yeah.
and currently this is what we're recording on this weekend, and then so you're
Yes.
not playing that one.
Decided to take a break.
Yeah, because I think there were so many tournaments. Like the Asian bloc is now here.
Yeah.
I think it started with is that the Thailand Open, and then you have the Malaysian Masters, Singapore Open, Indonesia
Yeah.
Open,
Yeah.
Australia. Next week is Macau, I believe, and then it's the
Yeah.
North
US,
American.
Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it is intense on tour. Like I think people don't really realize how challenging it is. Like the schedule, like it's on repeat consistently,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you just the mental resilience and also obviously the physical resilience that you athletes need to have is you have to have it, otherwise you wouldn't survive. Simple as
No.
that.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And then so hang on. So let me just bring it back a little bit. And then Paris Olympics happened, qualified. What was the first thing you did when you got the call or you saw the list to go, Tanisha, you're in. You and Ashwini, you're in. What did you do? Tell me, what did you do?
I think I messaged a lot of my close friends. It was early morning. I think we were at the um Asian Championship, or if I'm not wrong, I think it was around the Asian Championship that happened in China itself in Ningbo. I didn't have a match the next day, so I was up a little late that night, and suddenly my whole Instagram was like flaring up with messages. Oh, they have qualified, they have qualified. Like just saying it is giving me goosebumps now because I clearly remember the moment, It was
Yeah.
so nice. Didi was asleep, so I didn't want to disturb her. But then I think the first thing in the morning, I just woke up, I went, and then we had like this really, really big, tight hug. And yeah, I think, and then it just went on like a normal day. And then I called my parents. They were super happy. A lot of family friends were calling my mom and dad, and it was really
It's
nice.
just casual. I qualified for Olympics. Yeah, it's just casual. Just
Yeah.
another day. No, no,
It
it's
just
not. Like it's a big
happened.
deal. It's a big deal.
And I've never really brought this up in any of like my interviews or anything before. So when I was playing in the the run where I actually made it in the list that, okay, yeah, maybe we're going to qualify. It
Mm.
was the end time, the November, December time when I played the Syed Modi final.
100,
We
yes.
won the Odisha Masters and
Yep.
we got a silver in the Guwahati. And then we also played the Malaysia 1000 quarterfinals. So that was like the main area where I actually scored points. My dad was unwell and he was having like this he was having like a kidney stone issue or something. So he had come to India and he was just like, oh, I'll be okay. I'm just getting some tests. I'm admitted for a couple of days. You don't need to leave your tournaments. Just continue playing. It's just a small issue. This that I'll have a small surgery. And I was also like, okay. Um, like I knew something was off because he was admitted in the hospital for quite some days, and it's not something that would happen to someone who had just kidney stones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was a bigger deal than
it was. It
they were
was.
telling you.
Let me get there. So yeah, I was busy playing. I was busy winning. He was really happy that I was winning. And then I wanted to spend a nice New Year with my friends. But my mom was like, you know what, just come to Bombay, meet your dad once, and then you're free to do whatever after winning all the tournaments. And I came to Bombay. They sat me down in a room and they were like, it wasn't kidney stones. It was first stage cancer. It was a tumor in his kidney. So
Oh,
they
God.
had cut a major part of his kidney. Luckily, everything was successful, but I was like in shock. It took me. I was crying. Like I was like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? What if I like God forbid, like something bad had to happen, and if I couldn't get to see him, and I'm very close to my parents, so uh, luckily everything went well. But all he said was, had I told you, you would not have played those tournaments, you would not have won, and maybe you would have lost your chance to the Olympics. And it was my dream to see you in the Olympics.
I mean,
So
it came from a place of love, right? So it came from
yeah,
a place of love where they wanted you to focus on your main thing, and then
yeah,
obviously you
yeah,
cared about them so much that, I mean,
yeah.
it's your parent,
I
it's your
would have
dad.
come back,
Yeah,
100%. I would have left everything and I would have come back. But that's the reason they didn't tell me, because they knew
yeah.
I was in the race to Olympics. And it was my dad and mom's dream. My mom was there with my dad in Bombay. So my mom's like, I've got it handled. But
Still,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
yeah. I mean, you cannot quantify love, I guess, from that sense, because obviously
yeah,
you're close to your dad, and then
yeah,
that means a lot. And then yeah, I mean, I can see it from both ends. Again, I
yeah,
think relating back to conversations I've had with my own parents, and
yeah,
I have told them that, look, if something like this were to go down, I need to know. Like
yeah,
we live so far
absolutely.
away. We live so far away.
Yeah,
I'll be able to process it, not at this moment in time, but I need to know.
yeah,
I need to know. Yeah.
yeah,
So okay. No, but then that came from a place of love, 100%. I think parents
yeah.
being parents, they always want the best for us, I guess, from that perspective. And so,
That's true.
yeah, like, yeah. No, but then I guess everything ended well. Like your dad as well now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's all well now. Everything's great. Made it to the Olympics. They all were there. Everyone had a great time. So everything's good.
Wow. That's a positive story. But then I think again it's that relationship that you have with mom and dad, with dad, like
Yeah.
with the family, like you guys are
Mm.
such a close knit unit where
Yeah.
we I mean, even just from conversations here, that we can tell that they mean a lot to you, you mean a lot to
Yeah.
them. And again, it's that support where, like they knew that you had to go do your thing. And then so tough love where, like, okay, they need you to focus. You have a chance at qualifying at the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And so, and you're an athlete, you're a champion, you're driven. So yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad it all turned out really well. Like that's quite cool. That is quite cool. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. So we'll move on a little bit. After Paris Olympics and then playing women's doubles with Ashwini, how did that wind down? Like, because did you know that there was like a fixed term where, because Ashwini was a veteran then. I mean, she's been to your third Olympics. She's been at the top for more than a decade and a half now.
Yeah.
How did that go about? And then now you play mixed doubles with Dhruv.
Yeah.
And so how did that also come about?
So we knew it was mainly till like the Olympics, and I did have a conversation with her during this entire journey that, after the Olympics, my main focus would be mixed because
Mm,
I love mixed, and
mm,
I'd already spoken to Dhruv about it, and even during the journey, like towards the end, I told Dhruv that I'm just gonna stop mixed for the next 4 months, the last four
mm,
months. So because I feel I have a shot at the Olympics, so I just want to be all in. So
mm,
then we did play for a bit, and then we stopped again till like the Olympics. So I think after that I started playing a lot more mixed, and even my training was a lot more mixed oriented.
mm,
Like if I was training mix 4 times a week, I was probably training doubles like 2.5 times a week.
mm,
So I was clearly prioritizing mixed a little more. And we did play a couple of tournaments. Some went well, some didn't go as planned. But then I think at the All England was when probably Didi also mentioned it was a healthy conversation that she wanted someone who was a little more doubles oriented and who could devote a lot more time to doubles,
mhm.
which I couldn't at that point. And I think that was really fair on her part because that was the only event that she was playing. So I think that's how we then mutually decided that okay,
Yeah,
it was a good journey. Really happy with the journey, and it's time for me to start mixed completely.
develop. Yeah, and I also love that it's so sweet that you're calling her Didi, like which is probably your nickname for her, and then obviously whereas we call her Ashwini for the rest of the world.
Di- Didi actually means
Sister.
sister in
Yeah,
Hindi.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like she's elder, and Didi is like something that I've been calling her ever since, and even she loves it that I
Mm.
call her Didi. So it's cool.
Again, yeah, again, because it comes from a place of love, like, and then
Yeah,
it's completely, it's fine, like
yeah,
it's completely fine. No,
yeah,
that's very cool because I think to be able to have those conversations, because it is life changing to be able to, for example, go to your first Olympics, Ashwini go into her third Olympics, like
yeah.
it's life changing, and it's in a like the highest level of achievement for a lot of athletes. And then I think going
Mhm.
to Olympics is one thing, winning is another, completely separate
Yeah,
story. But then, yeah, like it's an iconic, symbolic, significant achievement, and so yeah, like it's super important to be able to have those important conversations without holding back, I guess, from that
yeah.
side in terms of honesty.
But
Okay.
I think that was the best part about Didi and I, that she never made me feel like there was like this really huge gap.
Mm,
One of the things I really still respect about is we could have any conversation. I could talk about anything, and she could tell me anything, and it could be absolutely anything. And both our opinions would always be valued. And I think that was one reason that we were able to, you know, have that healthy conversation that, okay, this is what I
mm.
need, that is what you need, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah, I think that's
and I
good.
think people also forget that you were 20, 21 back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Like, I mean,
24.
we're here sitting here talking, but then, like, I mean, I remember when I was 2021, I was quite useless at making big decisions, I think. So, yeah, yeah, like, yes, exactly. And so, like, you were 20, 21,
Yeah,
like at that point in time, and we also forget you're 23 right now. So, so yeah, like, there's a lot of very, very, solid shoulders, a lot of maturity, and also, like, a lot of honesty in terms of discussions and being able to both parties have what they want and be able to maximize the potential that you both have.
yeah,
So
yeah.
wow, okay, that's awesome. And then so in terms of working and playing with Dhruv as well, like how did that conversation start?
Um, like I was playing with Pratik, and it wasn't going as planned as we thought.
Mm,
And I think one day he randomly just asked, like, would you want to play mixed doubles? I think we'd be a good pair, and it'll be a good competition. And I've always thought of Dhruv as a very tough competitor, and he is really strong.
mm,
I really find him to be a very, very skillful player, which is very much needed. So I was like, okay, why not? It is a good choice. Let us
mhm,
see. Let us see again. Again, it went to let's see where it goes. And
yeah.
I think that's how it just started.
I guess it's going well. I mean,
It
semi-finals at the
is.
World Tour 750 Singapore Open. I mean, that's pretty.
Yep,
It's pretty good.
it was good. It was good. It was
Yeah.
good. Even though we've had like our own the last couple of months, and I would say the last couple of year, the no last just last year, he's been dealing with a lot of injuries on and off, and a lot of it had been like a trial error of is this working, is this not working, of and based of treatments. So I think that we've had our own shares of ups and downs,
Hmm.
but finally, like after a lot of months, I think the Singapore was like the breakthrough we needed,
Hmm.
and yeah, it was good.
Yeah. And then, but so do you feel any pressure being one of the top pairs for like in India for mixed? I mean, I guess there's not. I don't think there's any pairs that's actually close in terms of rankings to compared to you guys. Do you feel any pressure? Like,
No,
so you're
not
just
as such. Not as
yeah.
such. I mean, of course, playing against your own country is always a difficult situation to be in.
Hmm.
But I feel like lately, Dhruv and we've built so much confidence playing together that it feels okay. It doesn't feel like, oh my God, it's a big task. It feels
Yeah,
okay.
and I love you have this attitude where like you're just gonna enjoy the process and just go for it,
Yeah.
and then like, and I think people potentially could take this like, oh yeah, let's see what happens. This attitude the wrong way, where it becomes negative. Where okay, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But it feels like you're just like, look, we're just gonna do our best.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. We
Yeah.
can control what we can control, and we can't control whatever. And then so I love that mentality
Absolutely.
because yeah, just full sending it from that process. Okay. So you're also a world tour winner. I think people forget that. Any special ones that come to mind? I
Um,
love the hair flip.
that's I think become a constant now.
Yeah.
um, the challenge in France was one of my faves
Mm,
because I had my own shares of ups and downs in that, and to come out in flying colors was really really nice.
yeah.
Um, I would also say like the Syed Modi, the one that I
Mm,
won with Didi, like we reached the finals, and that one was nice.
mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed because my mom was there to witness that, and she was there. Like I could literally only hear her cheers out of like the whole crowd.
That's the
Yeah,
best one.
I really like that. That was really nice. And of course
Nice.
the 750, the
Mm,
bronze. Um, it was few really good matches, especially the one against Utah. I think my coach is someone who would give Utah's example to us every single day. That's how much he loves Utah. He'd keep telling Dhruv every single day that you need to play like him. You need to move like him. Look at how fast he's moving. Look at how he's taking this. And I think finally it was like match day, of my coach's favorite player plus
mhm.
us. So
So,
yeah, I
so
think
coach
winning that
was,
match.
yeah, coach couldn't focus then, wasn't he? Coach was busy watching the opposition.
He wasn't even there the first set, and we got thrashed. Like it was around 21-8 or something. And then he came into the second and third set, and we were like, Coach, you did some magic. You told us something.
Wow.
And we played really good badminton. But yeah, after winning, we were like just looking at Coach, and we were like, yeah, we just beat your favorite player.
I love that. I love that. I love that you do like. I mean, you guys are taking the heat, or from at least from
Yeah.
Drew's side. Like like Drew, you need to move faster or something. And then now, look, I've been the guy
Yeah.
that you
And
think is so good.
absolutely. And Utah, I've always admired their mixed doubles game, especially when he was playing with Arisa.
Mm.
He's been a former world number one, also a bronze medalist, I think, at the Paris Olympics.
Olympics, yes.
So for us to like get that win in our bag, it was a moment. Like I've put it on my highlights, the winning moment.
Mm.
It's a moment. Days when I feel down and I'm just like, okay, what if I'm not good enough? What if I have my own doubts? Then I open these
So you
videos
have a
and
folders, okay?
It's
And
there on my Instagram highlights, So I open them and I'm just like, no, you've done it. For
you've
what
got
is there
this.
to doubt? Yeah.
Yeah, you've got
So
this.
yeah, I really
Okay.
enjoy them.
Yeah. And I also love that you use Instagram highlights reel as your own
Yeah.
highlights. That's your actual
Yeah.
highlight. Like, and you
Yeah.
go back and actually watch it. No, that's really
Yeah.
cool. That's really, really cool. Because yeah, like Yuta, like you said, is a really skillful player, incredibly
Mhm.
fast, incredibly skillful. And I think the amount of deception that he has in terms of skill is insane. Like it is
It
so
was
crazy to
insane.
watch. Yeah, it was so crazy
It
to
was
watch.
insane. I was just hoping I keep saying my prayers before going onto the court and I was just like, God, just please keep me injury free today. With all the deceptions that he's gonna give me today, I don't wanna get a joke or I don't wanna injure my body. I was just like, please.
Yeah, so no ankle breakers.
Yeah, so just
Yeah,
nothing on my back or my ankle. So just like
yeah. In
okay.
I think in the UK they use the word. So if you get like someone shows puts a deception on you and then get you sent the wrong way, in the UK it's called calling someone a taxi. So a taxi has taken you away to the wrong place, and then so ankle breakers and then also calling it getting taxied. Like someone would say getting taxied. Like
Yeah.
if you move to the right and he sends you left, yeah, getting taxied. So none of that.
In probably in Hindi it would be like jhatka kha gaya. Jhatka kha gaya means like how do I put it? Like he got a jerk and he didn't move. Like it's the same thing
Yeah, yeah,
as what
literally.
yeah, the taxi thing in Hindi it would be like jhatka kha gaya.
Okay, well, we need to get that clipped, and then we will show it online,
Yeah.
and perhaps also maybe get Yuta's opinion on it as at some point. Like we would love
Yeah.
for him to be able to react to some of that, and I think it'd be hilarious.
Absolutely.
It would be hilarious. But I think
Yeah.
it's also very cool and also like crazy to think about it. Like you're world tour winners. You're, competing at the highest level. And then there's still levels where you go, I want to beat this person so bad because they're so good. Like
Yeah.
and everybody, yeah, and then like you're always chasing that one, and
Yeah.
then giving us like I'm sure this win gave you guys so much confidence, right?
Yeah,
From that
absolutely.
perspective, and then
Yep,
this
yep.
has now made it onto your highlights, and it's crazy where sometimes people don't realize that we're all humans and we need that reassurance and confidence. Sometimes we don't
Yeah.
have our best days every day, and
No.
we need that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I had one of those episodes in Indonesia. Body was super exhausted. Even though I wanted to like really get that win, I think it was one of the matches where I played badminton like an amateur. It was that bad. But and I had like the worst breakdown after that. I was like questioning myself. I was doubting everything. I'm just like I just played such a good tournament, and then this one match could you know affect affect me so much. But yeah, I think I do take some time on that, and then I speak to my coach. I speak to my mom
Mm.
and I watch videos a lot, like especially the videos where I've done really good. I've played good badminton, even though I haven't won, but I've played super badminton. I just start opening those videos and I'm just like, there's no reason to doubt yourself. It was just one bad match.
Mm.
Why are you neglecting the whole of last week where you played semis of, the 750?
Yep. Yep.
So I think like players don't talk about it, but it takes a toll on your mental health a lot. Like all we see and all we put on Instagram and what people see is all like the fun,
The
the
highlights.
physical aspect of badminton. You're just seeing
Yeah.
them jump smash or dive or something, but no one's actually, had a chance to
So
see
here,
what's going on here. And I'm not kidding. There are like when you've come for tournaments, you've seen players just sitting in the warm up hall and having
breakdowns. Yep.
breakdown
Yep.
after a long match. It is very tough. Mentally, it is very, very tough. I think just
Yep.
because we're athletes and we are always pushed, to be like the strongest version of ourselves. I think
Mm.
this comes naturally that, oh, we have to be strong always, we can't let our guard down.
No,
So, yeah.
no, like it's I think when we first started, I think just in relation to what you said, I think what really helped me understood how badly it hurt for everybody. Like, and so, for example, if you've lost matches that you shouldn't have lost or you think you shouldn't have lost, it goes back to also because I play myself, very, very amateur. I play myself, but then we have league matches and whatever, and you go into these matches thinking, okay, like, I mean, this should be a routine one. I should win, and you come out on the losing side, or you've lost, I don't know, like 30-29, and it's third set. Yeah, and that breakdown, and I'm assuming at your level, because at professional levels, like you guys this is your livelihood. It impacts funding, impacts qualification, impacts Olympics, World Championships, Asian Championships. Like it has much more impact for you guys than us. But even at that level, it was painful. And so, like obviously seeing you guys in a warm-up hall or in the corners or corridors of hotels and something like that. Personally, I get it, and so yeah, we often like look, like we're all human, and sometimes it's just a hug or a pat on the back or just a handshake the next morning, and sometimes you just need the time, and like I understand it, but it's tough, and people like you said do not see that side. Everybody sees like the celebrations, the fist pumps. Absolutely. Nobody sees the tears, and it's difficult. It's tough.
It is.
Yeah. But then, so would you say that you having that experience of moving away at a very, very young age, leaving home, living alone, gave you a lot of that mental resilience growing up? Because when mom and dad is back in Dubai, you go like, okay, I can call them, but they can't save me. And that kind of builds your resilience. And then that's where your mindset is so positive, where, we're just going to full send it, see what happens.
No, like, trust me, initially, it took me a lot to get where I am. Of course, the separation thing was one that really built me. Like I said, initially it was very, very tough. There were a lot of days where I called home and I was just like, I can't do this, just call me back. I don't want to do this. I'm not enjoying it here. I'm not making any friends who I feel are like my own friends, but then I keep thinking, I'm just like, if I've taken such a big decision now, that leaving everything, if I've come here to just do badminton, I might as well make the best out of it now. Like, I'm not going to go back just empty handed now. So I always had like, two sides of this thinking of, let me just go back, or like, no, I have to like do it. I had that initially. Then around 2021, 2022, I had a complete alopecia, like all over my whole head. I lost all of my hair. Like,
Alopecia?
imagine all I had, like such long hair, like it was very, very long. I was hospitalized a couple of times for food poisoning, which was really bad, 5 days each, and it happened so repetitive that what was supposed to be hair fall became hair loss, and it was like alopecia that kept going all over, and I didn't get the right treatment at the right time, and I was actually completely bald. Like, my forehead and my head was like the same, and not many people know about it except the people who were like there, who could like see me every day. My roommate, of course. I would like take shower and I would remove hair so much. Like, this phase, I came back to Dubai, tried getting treatments, never stopped playing badminton, put like a bandana on my head, was still playing badminton. But that time, I think, was my life-changing time, because it then showed me which people really actually cared for me, who were the real ones to me, how to fight my battles alone. I didn't have anyone except my family. I didn't have anyone at that time. And all I could do was just fight alone. But because I learned how to do it then the journey after that felt so much easy, because I didn't feel the need of anyone. I knew I could just fight by myself. I was okay with it. So it's taken me a very, very long time to actually come till here and be like this. But initially, the first few years, it was very, very, very difficult.
Yeah. I think there's no overnight success story for everybody, isn't it? There's a lot of hardship, a lot of learning, a lot of scraping your knees, a lot of bleeding, and then getting up and then running again. And
you'll not believe, I would take like 16 injections on my head because of the alopecia, and then take a break for like 2 hours, and then I'd go and do session. I'd
Wow.
still go and play badminton. And
Wow.
now that I think about it, I'm just like, I like give a pat on my back to myself. I'm just like, I'm proud of myself for,
No.
going through all of that and still not stopping badminton. So
And coming out
big
the other
stuff.
way and continue winning, improving and playing. So and enjoying that process. So that
It
is
was good. Yeah.
yeah, no, well done. And again, only 23, so there's a lot more left.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think the only other person that I'm aware within the world of badminton with alopecia is Toby Penty. So he's the singles. I believe he's the
Yeah. Yeah.
singles national coach at the moment.
Yeah.
For England. Obviously, he himself was number one for a long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I mean, so that is actually
Yeah.
it's challenging. But I think when I think for him now, I think it's a good look. But obviously when things at the start,
Yeah.
people need time to adjust.
No, and initially for me, my hair is like everything. Like
Mm.
I had
We can
such
tell,
long, luscious hair.
and you
I
have the hair flips as well.
always. So if you see my pictures with Ashwini Didi, the start of the tournament, you'll see me in a boy cut, as I think shorter than your hair.
Hmm.
It was just like a boy cut, like so much.
Yeah.
And
Oh
but
no.
yeah, I aced the boy cut look also, so it was fine.
No, like I mean, you have to own it, right? You have to own it. Like I mean, if
I
it's
did. I was
yeah.
enjoying it. I was like, oh, I don't have to comb my hair. I don't have to spend long times in showers. Don't need to waste a lot of shampoo and conditioner or mask.
Wow.
I was enjoying it. I was like, good.
Owning it. Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
I guess so similar for me, like because of my shingles and of normally shingles, like it can happen anywhere. For me, it goes on my face, and I'm on camera a lot. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my face.
yeah.
But then and apparently, I think it could take up to 18 months for the scars to go away. But I can't do anything
Oh,
about it, so I'm just owning it.
yeah.
Like there's nothing I can do. So it is what it is, like. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean the,
I
the the cameras do a good job of masking a lot of it, but I don't care.
No, if I see you as a normal person, like I wouldn't even
Mm,
think there's anything wrong with you. Even looking
exactly.
at those marks, I'm just like, it's okay. I mean, like I wouldn't think that there's something wrong with you, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And I think for me, it doesn't change how I treat the person, whether they
Yeah,
have hair or have no hair or they have
yeah,
scars or not. Like it doesn't change how I approach the person and also
yeah,
how I get on with them. It doesn't change that at all. So, but yeah, not everybody's like this. But then at the same time, yeah, it's for us to learn. And no, it's very very cool stories. Like it's incredible. Thank you for sharing that with us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, thank you. So I also want to go and move on to a little bit closer to this year. So Thomas and Uber Cup in Denmark. You also
Yep.
played with another iconic player, Sindhu,
Yes.
for India. So and you were both playing women's doubles for one match. Did you feel like you were both like the twin towers of India? Like absolutely, you guys have power, tall athletes.
I was very excited. Trust me, I was very excited. I love women's doubles, and I've the whole of last 2 years, I've only been playing mixed doubles,
Hmm.
and I just wait for an opportunity. Like, when can I just get to play doubles? I love doubles. So
Yeah.
when I got to know that I'm playing with Sindhu Didi, and I was just like, wow, I just need someone who can hit from the back, which she can do. And I'm already a front court player. I'm just gonna finish everything. I won't let the shuttle pass.
Yeah, yeah.
It was great. It reminded me a lot of the times when I was playing with Ashwini Didi, and I had so much
Mm,
fun. And
yeah.
yeah, I think I played 2 matches with Didi, Sindhu Didi, and it was really good. Really, really
Mm-hmm.
good. I had
Mm-hmm.
so much fun. It was really good to have someone hit so hard from the back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
so hard
enjoying.
from the back. I mean, also at the same time, Ashwini is also a very hard hitter, right? So you've
She
had
is.
very very strong partners like all the
Yeah.
way through your career.
Yep.
But then, so we also noticed that Pusala had is it like a wearable tech device that's actually on her forehead, on her temple? What was that? Do
Yeah.
you know that? Did you try it?
I don't have much of an idea about it, but it's mainly, I think it's for the stress. It's like something to help your mind control the stress,
Ooh, I want
especially
that.
after, say,
Well, I want that.
and it's not out, I think, in the market yet. But after the situation that she was in regarding the war that happened in Dubai, and she was at the airport and all of
She
that
was
situation,
stuck.
I think it took a toll on her a lot mentally, especially for like traveling and everything. So
Mm.
I think that device helps
Manage
control
that
the
process.
stress. Yeah.
Wow.
I,
Okay,
I
that
don't
is
know what
cool.
it is exactly. Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
no.
I've heard.
Yeah, no, that I mean that is cool. I mean, I need that. I
Same.
need that. Yeah, I
Mixed is
need that.
getting stressful now. You need one of it.
Yes, makes this is getting stressful because I think the skill level. I think if you look at every single Olympic cycle, there's a clear change in terms of playing style, and even more
Yeah.
so in mixed. Like because mixed, it's a man and lady together,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the development, the rate of
Yeah.
the changes to the game is
Yeah.
so interesting. Where, for example, for me, I love
Mhm.
watching mixed doubles. I mean, actually, mixed doubles is my favorite event,
Oh.
and then men's singles, and then singles. Doubles is my weakest one. But then yeah, for I love mixed first, and then singles, and then it's
Mhm.
level doubles. But yeah, you can see that the changes between each cycle, each Olympic cycle, the playing styles and playing patterns,
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
And the ladies are getting. You guys are so good at defending and moving the shuttle now that
Yeah.
men just can't simply attack you guys. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
It's
It
probably
really is.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes probably safer to aim at the guy because you know that it's going to come back like almost a certain way, whereas the
Yeah.
ladies you don't know where it's going to come because you guys are so like it's so developed now that it's insane, like the skill sets that
That.
you guys have. It's insane. But then, so what are your thoughts about a 3x15? So everybody's going to
I
play it
don't like it.
anyway. You don't like it. You like the
No.
physical battles.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, why would you like have the 15 into 3? I prefer I still prefer, I think I'll always prefer the 21. Like it still gives you a little more time to
Mm,
adapt, but
mm.
I think 15 like before you know it, it's already over. You know, you start and it's like it's done. So but I feel like badminton being badminton, the whole thing about badminton is like, are these long, lengthy matches? I mean, it is super insane to see such high quality, fast paced badminton, even after playing for like 60 minutes. And can you imagine? It's just like you are actually more in pace. You're moving more faster. You're hitting more harder because of all the the rush in your body.
Mhm.
And like I feel like that's something that will really be missed in the 15 into 3 system.
You might move faster because you're fresher.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, and I've heard like I've spoken to a lot of people about this, and
Hmm.
they say it would be really good for the Indians because we are more tactical based, not like the Chinese or the Japanese who have a lot of strength and power.
Hmm.
So they feel it would be more better for us, but I still like the 21
You're
points.
reserving judgment until say can maybe we can catch up say hopefully in March. I don't know. Like I mean, All England hopefully should be around that period. We can catch up there again. Like okay, 3 months in, how do you feel?
Yes,
Because it's happening
of
first,
course.
like first tournament next year anyway, right?
In Jan, yeah,
Yeah, in
yeah.
January. Okay,
Let's
wow.
see.
Let's see. And then
I
so
I
would you be training for it already, or at least have something in the mind, like, or will it be like more focused come like Q4, quarter four, end of the year, where everybody's gonna have to
no, I
change a
think
little bit?
we've already started. Like we do play a lot of 15 points in our training.
Mm,
I wouldn't feel like there would be a massive change in the training, but
mm.
building short strength and being more tactical, having more lesser mistakes is, I think, what we're gonna focus on
Okay,
more.
perfect. Yeah, and then also fairly recent ruling. New synthetic shuttles are coming into
Hmm.
tournament play. Currently, it's still grade 3, so not in the World Tour. But then at international challenges, it's happening already. I believe this week there's a French IC at the time of recording for us. They're using the synthetic shuttles already. Have you tried one? How does it feel from your side?
No, I haven't had a chance to see or try any, but I have seen a lot of Instagram videos on people playing, and I feel like everyone's like, oh, it's the same. It's actually not any different. But I'm really excited. I really want to try it because anything new that comes, I'm always like, oh, I want to try something.
Me.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Not okay.
So
That's good.
yeah,
So
even
again,
when
we
Victor's
should.
racket came out,
Mm,
like
mm-hmm.
even I was telling my dad a month back, I think I was just like, I've been very eager to try his racket, the white one that's come, and
Yeah.
he's like, why don't
But
you take it? I'm just like, it's so expensive. I don't want to get it right now. I think
no, but then
I'll just tell Victor only. I'm just like, Victor, please send in one racket, please. I want to really try the racket.
exactly. I mean, you could, right? Or you could ring up your next and go, hey, can I try one?
Yeah, I've already done that a couple of times. So the racket I'm using right now, I did that. I used the same thing. I'm just like, I'm not really liking the Astrox. I want to try this one.
Mm,
Initially, the reason I wanted to try this racket was because it looked so colorful. Not because of
nice.
how it felt. It looked so colorful. So
Yeah.
I just
What
like,
are you
okay,
playing
but
at the moment? Because you're 700 Pro, right?
yeah, the Nanoflare 700 Pro.
Okay. Yeah. So we use the same racket.
Oh.
Nowhere near as good as you are. I also like the colorful side of things. But then previously you were playing with the Astrox 100 ZZ, which is
Yeah.
what Victor was playing with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but that's quite a big shift, no? Like from a head heavy stiff racket to a lot
Yeah.
more user friendly, high speed,
Yeah.
super fast. Yeah. To a
Yeah,
nano
I
flare.
think the main reason was in doubles, I still have a lot more time and I can use my power.
Mm,
So it was okay. But
mm,
like, since I'm playing mixed and I'm more front court, I need something that can help me react faster and not feel heavy. So this
mm.
being a very light racket, I can
Yeah.
just react faster and it still has a good punch. I really like this racket.
True.
The
No,
only issue is
I
it
love it.
breaks very fast. It breaks very fast.
If you have a
I've
clash,
broken
yeah.
I've broken around 8 rackets till now.
Okay,
And
but
I keep telling Neha, I'm just like, please send me another racket. My racket's gone. It's broken.
do you have a limit on how many you can have a year? Because I hear certain contracts have limits for
Yeah.
how many rackets they can get. Okay, but I
Yeah.
mean you don't
There's
do
a
it on
limit.
purpose.
Yeah. But the good thing with the Onyx is you can have them exchanged at the higher level tournaments.
Yes.
Yeah. So you just give them your broken racket and they give you a new one. So
Yeah.
that's what I do most of the times.
Yeah, and so here's also a little tip for a lot of fans because, for example, like at some of the tournaments when players win, fans want the players to chuck their racket in, especially the broken ones. And so here's an inside tip that you can't chuck it in because you need to swap them. If you don't give them the broken one, they can't give you the new one. And so hence this is why
Yeah.
sometimes players
No,
don't chuck it in.
I did that in the at the Singapore 750 when we
Mm-hmm.
won against Utah. I had
Yeah.
a broken racket. So there's one clip of me just running out and Dhruv smashed and we got a point.
Yeah.
Like I went to like change my racket because I just like hit a drive and then I'm waiting. I'm just like, oh, it's broken. And I'm looking at the shot. I'm just like, oh, okay, what do I do now? So I'm just like, Dhruv, it's broken. And I ran out. We won that point, which is super cool. I'll send you that clip. But
Oh no! Yes,
when we won,
absolutely.
yeah, when we won, like the fans are screaming, like, please give us your racket. I'm just like, it's broken. They're like, no, it's okay. We're okay with it. So then I just like tossed it up in the crowd. And after I tossed it, I was like, I already don't have much rackets. I could have just exchanged this one.
Yeah.
Why did I toss it?
You
But
might need it
then,
one more. Yeah.
yeah,
But then, but are you contracted via Yonex Sunrise? Because obviously, if you're playing for India, I'm guessing that. Oh, okay. But then, if you're playing in Singapore, HQ is in Singapore, so hopefully they can swap you
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah. But
Okay.
the issue was I couldn't get any more rackets because by the time I had requested for it, it was already the weekend and Jody was like, the shops are
Yeah.
closed. There's no way we can get rackets. So
True.
it was okay.
True.
I still had a couple, which was okay.
Yeah, and then again, I think these are the little insights that's behind the scenes where fans they don't understand. You know, like okay, there's a reason
Yeah.
why you can't just randomly throw the whole bag, whatever rackets that you have into the crowd because you need to swap them. Like okay, no, that's
Yeah.
very cool. I was aware, but then I think it was important for the fans to know too.
Yeah.
We will obviously I'm conscious of time. I want to quickly touch on one last thing, actually two. All England this year. So we filmed a little segment with you on court. So we had, I think for people that haven't seen that piece, Tanisha volunteered her time to be part of the official media team for a little bit at the All England 2026, and then so we brought her courtside to film a match and produce some content. How did that feel from your side?
It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I think I've always been on the playing side, and yeah, I've never had a chance to like see the photographers, but having that experience was also amazing. Like, especially getting those pictures and getting those shots at that time it was amazing. And I did have a word with another friend of mine who plays badminton here and is a photographer, and I was
Mm-hmm.
just telling him the other day that it is a task to really hold the camera for that long, and I don't know how y'all do it. What y'all do is commendable. Like, there's so much behind the scenes work, the editing and the pictures, how y'all capture the moment. Like, me being an athlete and doing so much gym also, my hand was still sore after like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah,
So
they're
I'm
quite
just
heavy.
like, wow, y'all sit for almost the entire matches, and I'm just like, how do you even do it?
Yeah.
But it was so good, so good.
No.
Capturing those really precious moments. I had a blast. In fact, I was just like, you know what? If I could do this again later, please, I'm up for it. I'm
No,
more than happy
we
to
would
do it
love to have
again.
you back. We would love to have you back.
Yep.
I think I think that's also something different
Yeah.
happening all the time. I think
Yeah.
what it was also pretty cool that we had one of our expert video expert
Yeah.
Ali who was with you on court side, and then I think we had a camera pointing at both of you, and I think you were just like looking at the shuttle, and it was so fast, and
Yeah.
then you go,
Yeah.
how are we doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was just a slight click of the button, and it was like 25 photos. I'm just like, huh? Hello?
Yes,
So many
exactly.
photos in just one tiny click.
Yep.
So yeah, it was
Yeah.
so fun. I miss my West. Yeah,
Well,
I miss
we all
West.
have to earn those, and then so they've been taken back. But
Yeah.
I'm sure Badminton will be more than happy for you to have one.
Yeah, I
Um,
miss the West.
yeah. So, but it's very cool that, for example, you were willing to say, like, I mean, actually, it was you that said, look, can we do this? Let's absolutely do it,
Yeah.
because it's not often where players have that extra time where they can go, hey, we've got
Yeah.
2 hours, what can we do? Because we also did a similar thing with Chen Tangjie, who clearly you know very well, because playing mixed, he plays mixed, he's pretty good.
Yes,
we
he is
did
really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
and then we did a similar one with him, and then he was like, I didn't know it was this fast courtside. I'm always normally in it, but I didn't
Yeah.
understand why it's that. And then how do
Yeah.
you even get the shuttle inside the frame? Like, and so there's
Yeah.
so his
Absolutely.
perspective and your perspective was really cool to see the other side, because normally you guys are in it. You guys look so good on court, and then it's our job to try and show how good that is off the
Yeah.
court from our end. But no, it's a real
No,
privilege
trust
to be
me,
able to do
it's
that.
awesome. It is really awesome. Especially like I've been creating these mini vlogs lately, and
Mhm.
trust me, I take 2-3 hours to just edit my videos, to just make a 1 minute 30-second clip or a 1 minute clip. And I feel like people really don't know how much work actually goes behind the scenes on you editing the pictures, making sure it fits the frame, making us look good. It is a very, very hectic job, and I like kudos to
Yeah.
all of you.
So actually, from our side, 3x15 might be good for us, because we're there 2 hours before first shuttle. We're probably there
Oh.
2 hours after last shuttle every day, and so 3x15 might be a little bit better for us. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. That's one perspective. It might be better for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One very last one. So being an athlete is also a business, and us, this podcast, we often talk about the business side of the sport. Clearly, I can see you've come prepared. You've come with your Team India shirt, with your sponsors on, and then obviously you've got your hair flip going on. So that means it's
Obvious.
super important, and you know that sport is business. Elite sport is about promotion and marketing. How are you working on that side of yourself? I love that you've said that you've taken videos, you're editing your own videos, you're
Yeah.
publishing, you've got your social media going. I love that you're doing that already. What's
Yeah.
the mindset behind it?
Um. So I think lately, after speaking to a lot of people, like if we really need to show one side of badminton, uh, unless we don't put ourselves out there, no one's really gonna, feel like they have a voice. And that's one of my most important things is to have, like, let people have like a voice. And I want to show all of that through like my content. Like I want to show a lot of people that, even though I'm born and brought up in Dubai, just, hard work and everything is
You're
what
still
has.
Indian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still Indian. I still follow my culture, and I believe in everything. And I
Mm-hmm.
just want to show all of them that it's still possible to do all of this. But for that, they really have to see, the raw, unfiltered side, which is actually missing.
Mm.
So that's what I've really started lately, where for me, it's like in any actual Insta or anything of any badminton player, it's more badminton, where, it's just badminton. But I want to like also show people that yes, there is badminton, but in order to focus and enjoy and live badminton, it's so important to cut off a bit,
That's the other side to badminton.
yeah, the other side of badminton, your life, your actual life, that, that's there. But it's just friends and family. You're doing something stupid, you're enjoying, you're doing something adventurous in order to just, cut off, to regroup and refocus on your main
Yeah.
goal.
No,
So
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
feel those things are really important. I've just started this thing. I'm enjoying it actually, except the editing part. But even the editing part, I've learned so much in 2 days. My brother is like a pro in this, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning so much from him. You'll not believe the knowledge I've gained in the last 2 days just because of editing, like
No,
where to get what, a lot about technology. So it's everything has like a new learning platform. It's just that you need to just put your heart in it and what
no,
you want to do.
absolutely. I mean, this is here we are. Like here we are. Like
Yeah.
we're making content, and then we're
Yeah.
talking about this. And I love that you've got this mentality where you need to do something about it, and then you just go
Yeah.
and learn it. Like
Yeah.
the that kind of nothing is too the bar. Nothing is too high for me, and then
Yeah.
I can do it, and I can learn that, and then it
Yeah.
also, in my opinion, it makes you a better person, a better player after all. Because for example, these
Yeah.
little skills nowadays, because for example, the shoot that you did with us after the All
Mhm.
England, I think we mentioned that next time round, when you finish a shot or when you do your big celebrations, do it at the photographers, do it at the
Yeah.
video guys. That means you
Yeah,
will
and
have all the
I
nice
have
stuff
it,
coming
and
out.
I did it. I did it at the 750, and it was great. Like I wish I could just show it to you,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I'm just like trying to get it. I do have it.
No, we can. Is this
Yeah, there
on
you go.
badminton photo?
No, it's
Oh
this
yeah.
clip.
Ah yes. This is a clip.
Ah,
Yes. You're celebrating on the floor, and then straight
yeah, it
onto
was
the
so
camera.
good. Yeah, and I think
No,
I
that's
think that
good.
scream came all the way from like my stomach.
Yeah, it meant a lot. It meant a lot. It meant a lot. No, it
Yeah,
meant a
it
lot.
was it was super. But I think that this is just like from me, like what I want to, like my vision on how I want to help people and help little girls, try to
We
like
want
take
more
this
girls
up.
playing badminton too. Yep.
We do, absolutely. And especially when I think I had a word with Mia and they did the WBC. That was really, really good. And I feel we should have so much more things like that. But
Hmm.
regarding like my sponsors and everything, I think every athlete has an agency that they work with, and I just leave all of that to them because my
Hmm.
job is just to play badminton.
Hmm.
And if I get good results, if I'm able to put out everything
They can help
out
you
there,
better.
then I think everything will fall in place. That's what I believe.
Hmm.
I'm not always like running behind, oh, I need this or I need that, or why isn't this coming to me? That doesn't work for me. Or I just know that I need to do my job well, and
Hmm.
things will follow. And that's something that my parents have taught me, that don't run behind something.
Hmm.
Just do your job well and
They
let
will
things
come.
follow. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
meant for
no.
you will come your way. So just do what you have to do right.
Yeah, no, I love
So
that. I love that. Like that. Yeah, do your job well, and then what's meant for you
yeah,
will
will
come
come
to
to you.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, and I love that. And then I think in the UK, there's also a saying. They go like man with a plan, but then this one, a girl with a plan, absolutely smashing it. Like that, just absolutely driven and going for it. No, that's
yeah.
awesome. That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Um.
And I actually really enjoy, I make it a point that every time I come to Dubai, I always like try to get one session, just at least one session with the Emirati girls here.
Mm,
And trust me, their dedication and their hard work for this sport is something that the world has not seen, but I really have seen it. They are so hardworking. They do their fasts during Ramadan, and they
mm,
still come to do
training.
heavy sessions, which is commendable. I wouldn't be able to do it after fasting an entire day. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I love helping girls a lot, like especially them. I've had it. I had some pictures on my Instagram where
Hmm.
I've done few sessions with them, and they are so welcoming. They love learning,
Hmm.
and this is my purpose. This is what I want to do. Like just help them. And somewhere down the line, if someone gets any little achievement, also I'll feel like I've
You
done
can
a
share
little
the
bit of
proud.
my
Yeah.
part. Yes.
Yeah. No,
I'm
that's
more than
awesome.
happy. I love doing such things. I love helping people here, helping people back in India. Mainly just being like a voice that, there's nothing to be afraid of. Take your chances, take the risks, and it will be worth it. You just have to be dedicated to what you do and put your heart in what you really want to do.
No, that's awesome. Like that's awesome. And then I'm sure there'll be projects that's in the future where potentially we can use a lot more of your energy, a lot of your passion, and also a lot of your skill sets to something like this. And no,
Yeah.
I cannot wait. So yeah, I think next time round, if we're ever stuck on stuff and we need someone inspiring like you, we will come to you. I might be texting you
Thank
more. You
you.
can always say no. You can always say no.
No, I
No.
love these things. You know how I am. I'm always like anything. Do you want to do this, Tanisha? Yeah, absolutely. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I love having all of these adventurous stuffs. Like I was just thinking yesterday, I was just like, should I just go skydiving? It would be another adventure. It would be so good. And trust me, my parents are always just like, please tell us what you're planning. Suddenly, one day you're jumping out of the building from this building to that building.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Yeah. No.
I'm not kidding. Tomorrow or no, day after, I have a session planned with the dolphins.
Mm,
I'm going for
okay.
like a swim
Like
with the
as
dolphins.
sea life. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's the block 3, block
Okay.
4.
We will be watching. We will be watching. So hang on. So for everyone who's not following your social media channels yet, what are your main channels? Right. So you have your Instagram. You're gonna
Just
have.
Instagram.
So
My
they
dad
should look
has
out for
a
it.
Facebook page which he handles. I don't handle. So he keeps
Mm-hmm.
updating a lot about me there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my main channel is just Instagram. I'm
Mm-hmm.
having an Instagram. I should
Okay.
start like a YouTube channel also now. I
Absolutely, absolutely.
should.
Long form stuff. Like we want the long form stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
the
So
the
the reason
dailies.
it's called mini clips, it's because it's just like 1 minute 30 seconds, and it sums up everything in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I keep thinking about all of these things. I should start this. I should do that. I should do this.
No, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
I think
mini
I can
vlogs thing.
relate. Yeah, I can relate to the
Yeah,
mini
this mini
vlogs.
vlogs thing also took me like 3 months to like 2, 3 months to just like, okay, what can be my content? What should I do? How should I start? And then one random day, I'm just like, okay, you know what?
Let's do it.
That's it. I'm doing it now. I'm really doing it.
Yeah, no, full send. No, absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
No, I think Do you have any last questions for me from my side? I think we've gone to the bottom, all the end of our list. It's okay if you can say no.
No, let me think. When are we going to see you in some badminton action?
What, on the court, on badminton action?
Yeah, I feel like we should have you like not on the camera side, but on the playing side. One
I mean,
session, just
I'm down. I'm down to play. Like, I mean, maybe so we can do like a challenge where I think you give me a handicap. You're a professional player. I'm a very amateur player. We can do a
no, I don't
challenge.
think that's up. But I feel like the next one we should really get Victor into. Then we can.
We
think
should.
about it.
We should do. We should do.
We can switch places. All of us can have different roles. You can be on the court side. I can be the photographer. Victor can probably be the umpire.
Or the commentator. Yeah,
I mean, commentator.
So there's a video. That's a video where Victor was coaching me and his video guy Roman, and the comments that comes out from those, like he was commentating as a coach. It was hilarious. He goes, "Well, you're beep." But yeah, so content like these we want. We want content like these.
We should have something like 5 photographers on the court, 4 photographers on the court, and 4 players on the photographers. 2 commentators.
We would love to do that. We would love to do that.
Hell of an experience. I think it would be so cool to capture you guys playing, and also show you how difficult it is that what we do, and also for us to see how difficult it is to see what you do. I can
propose that, because previously I'm aware that certain tournaments, they have like a media tournament. So I believe, I think Swiss Open last time round, they have all their media on a certain day before, like say finals day or semifinals. They have like a mini tournament on the courts that you guys play on. I've been lucky enough to play on the main courts, main hall courts a few times, and I really appreciate how difficult it is to play on those courts. You guys make it look very, very easy. Like the lights, blinding, wind, draft. It is insane. I think you guys make it look way too easy, and then you guys make the show go so fast. We have had recordings of us playing on it. The shows do not go that fast. You guys make it look very, very easy. Yeah. The shows do not go that fast. And so, I can appreciate it. But then I think we want to also share this experience with the rest of the world as much as we can. But I love that idea where, swap roles for
because
an hour.
Trust me, there are a lot of people in BWF media who are really good badminton players. And I feel like they should just like get a chance, especially when I went to the Thomas Uber Cup and I did a small video there, I think, which will be out very soon. I was the commentator and I was interviewing the players.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So there were a lot of people from the media who actually played really good badminton. I forgot the guy's name.
Yeah.
He's always Diane. I don't know the guy's name. I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we should have something like this, and like the winner gets to meet a special someone, and that could be like Victor or someone.
Big deal. Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. And I mean, or yourself, you're a big deal.
On the photographer side, I want to capture some pictures.
You need that black vest.
I want the vest.
You want the vest. No, I will make a note of that. And then obviously, if we get to do that again, we absolutely should. And let's find time to make sure that happens.
See, it's so fast to create an idea. It's so fast. It didn't even take us a minute.
No, true. Absolutely. And no, thank you so much again for making time. Like, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I think it would have been even more hilarious if Victor was able to join us today, but obviously it's okay. That means you have to come back another time.
I shall. Just call me whenever. And I'm more than happy to speak with you and Victor again.
Imagine one day we can record in Dubai, us three, in a coffee shop somewhere, so that'd be quite cool too.
That would be even better. That would imagine like a really fun, hilarious moment happening. Biscuit tossing up or something like that.
Yeah. And I love coffee. Victor loves coffee. You love coffee.
I love coffee.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's a plan. We got a plan.
Perfect.
No. Yeah. Thank you so much for again giving us so much time today. In that case, we'll see everybody in the next episode next time around. So
thank you guys for watching. Yeah, after winning, we were like just looking at coach and we were like, hey, we just beat your favorite player. My coach is someone who would give Utah's example to us every single day. That's how much he loves Utah. He'd keep telling Dhruv every single day that, you need to play like him. You need to move like him. Look at how fast he's moving. Look at how he's doing this. Finally, it was like match day,
Yeah, coach couldn't focus then, wasn't he? Coach was busy watching the opposition.
He wasn't even there the first set and we got thrashed. Like it was around 21-8 or something. And then he came into the second and third set and we were like, Coach, you did some magic. You told us something.
Wow.
And we played really good badminton. But yeah, after winning, we were like just looking at coach and we were like, hey, we just beat your favorite player.
I love that.